If you're like most of us entrepreneurs, then you went into business all excited about your product or service. And maybe you injected some personal money into your business, and maybe you had some savings you were going to live off while you built your business. And the plan was to then transition into having your business actually fund your lifestyle, and not just fund the lifestyle as it was, but usually we want to create an even better lifestyle than we had back when we were working in our job. But the thing is that if you have no real plan of what that transition is going to look like, then you can get yourself stuck in this no man's land where you feel like you're constantly having to throw money into your business, and it's not really getting you to a place where your business is paying you and allowing you to create that abundant lifestyle that you're looking for. And that can lead to so much frustration and so much financial stress, because the bottom line is that in business, money mindset rules, and it trumps so many other things. And the other thing to really be aware of that most of us don't think about when we go into business is that we really need to stop thinking like an employee. So in this episode, I share two things that every business owner really needs to know, ideally before they start a business, but if not, as soon as possible after they've started a business, to ensure that your business starts paying you as quickly as possible so you can create that abundant lifestyle that was part of the reason you started your business in the first place. Hi, I'm Miriam, and if you like tips and tricks to help you transform your finances so you can feel empowered around money and really rock your business and create that abundant lifestyle you're looking for, then be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. When I first started my finance business, I was a broke single mum. And so the pressure was really on for that business to succeed because I needed to put food on the table for myself and my children. But I wanted more than that. I actually wanted to create a really beautiful, abundant lifestyle. But I didn't know what I didn't know. And I certainly didn't know the really important things that we're going to talk about in this episode. And so what happened was that I felt like I was working so damn hard and getting absolutely nowhere. I felt like my business was just this black hole that I couldn't seem to extract enough money out of for me to actually live a comfortable lifestyle, let alone a really beautifully abundant lifestyle. And it was only when I really tweaked onto the things that we're going to talk about here that everything started to shift and change, that I realized that I'd just been coming into it with completely the wrong attitude. And it wasn't that it was a bad attitude. It was just that when you go into business, things are different, and you have to sort out your money mindset as soon as humanly possible, ideally before you start the business. But if not, you need to get onto it as soon as you realize that that's really an area that you haven't addressed as well as you could have. See, when you're in business, you can really only succeed to the level of your self-belief, your self-worth, and your self-image. And the sooner you start expanding those things, the better, because otherwise they act like this invisible kind of boundary that you can't seem to move past. And if in the past that has been the extent to which you've been able to grow and the capacity to which you've been able to receive abundance, it won't change just because you build a business and employ all these business strategies. You need to change what's going on up here. Otherwise, it acts like this invisible force where all these things pop up that you think, oh, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's that. And you're going around in circles for months and even years. And for most entrepreneurs, it shows up in terms of imposter syndrome, thinking we still don't know enough. So we need to do another course. We need to work with another coach. We need a new strategy. We need a different approach. And we try all these different things and keep throwing money and time at the problem when the problem is really just in here. So as we expand our self-belief, our self-worth, and our self-image, then our business can succeed to the level where the abundance that's flowing in is a match to what's going on inside of us. Without that work, all the sabotage will keep happening and keep us stuck in the same old place. And maybe it's that, course junkie kind of I don't know enough thing that shows up, or maybe it's as simple as not following up on opportunities, not, reaching out to those people, not getting in touch with that person you got introduced to, and just doing all these things that are keeping you small. So the very first thing that every single business owner really must know, ideally before they start their business, but as quickly as possible, as soon as possible, is that your money mindset trumps your business strategy every single time. You can have the best business strategy in the world, but if your head's not in the right space, you're going to unconsciously do all these weird things to undermine that amazing strategy. You're going to be repelling the opportunities, the abundance, the clients, as if by magic. You're going to be really great at repelling abundance if your mindset is not in the right place. So make sure that your mindset is as healthy, as abundant, as expansive as possible, and then worry about making sure you've got the right strategy in place that suits your business and your goals. So I'd love to hear from you. At which point did you realize that your mindset is really your most important asset in business? Let me know in the comments below. Now, the other thing is that when you're in business, you really need to start managing your money differently because your business pays you. There's your business and its finances, and then there's you and your finances. And the two should be separate, but your business needs to generate enough income, of course, to pay you. And that's a very different mindset to the mindset of an employee. And when you're in business, there is one golden rule, and that is that cash is king. So your cash flow is the most critical factor in making sure that your business can keep growing and flowing, and it can continue to pay its expenses, and it can continue to expand, and it can continue to pay you. So learning how to manage that cash flow and smooth it is really, really critical. And the thing is that as employees, it's pretty easy for us to kind of ignore our finances. We get that regular paycheck and we get pretty good at working out how to make it last. But when we're in business, we have all these other things to focus on, such as making sure that the cash does keep coming in, that the money keeps flowing into our business. That's up to us. And then because that income is irregular, we need to learn how to smooth that cash flow. And then, of course, we need to make sure our business is paying us and that we're being really smart with that money. But it all comes down to cash is king, and we need to smooth and manage that cash flow as best as we possibly can. I did record some quick tip videos for you recently, including this one here, which is all about how to smooth that cash flow. And the other one I highly recommend you watch after you finish here is this episode here, which is all about how to set and achieve your financial goals as a business owner. And look, it all starts by making sure that your money is organized and tidy. And the very foundation of that is to make sure your banking is organized. So you can actually register and join me for my free workshop called Organize and Tidy Your Banking, where together we go through a 3-step process to organize and tidy your banking, especially for entrepreneurs, to make sure that your money has the essential foundations and structure in place so that it can flow and grow. And if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and share it with any friends that would also enjoy it. It is absolutely time for you to embrace your unlimited potential by transforming your finances and empowering yourself around your money. And you are ready for the next step. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now.